another week on the Everyday Family Man. Thank you so much for coming back for another week. If you're enjoying these videos, please click the subscribe button below so you'll see all the new ones that we put out. We do them on a weekly basis and try to get them out there in the afternoon each Saturday. This week we are going to actually start with a little bit left over from last week because I don't want the videos to be a half an hour long and bore you to death. So let's get into that and then we'll get into this week.
Where are you going?
Well, we are just getting ready to head up north. It is the annual continuing education conference, the big annual one. So we are heading up to Traverse City, technically Acme, which I didn't even know was a place until I started going to this continuing.
I thought it was a place in the cartoons.
That's right, Wile E. Coyote. I thought it was a place where you got stuff to try and destroy a Roadrunner from. Turns out that it's not.
It's a real place.
Yeah, it's a real place. So we are heading up there.
And I get to shop for 2 days. It's a good time.
Yeah, so it's clear why one of us likes going up there. I've got the entire afternoon of continuing ed stuff, and then...
And I will miss him at Macy's.
Yeah, she'll miss me while she's shopping. She does text me every once in a while she's shopping just to...
Pretend that I care.
Yeah, to pretend that she cares. But I actually enjoy the continuing education thing. I will say this year, I was talking to him at the office. I looked at kind of the schedule for this year, and there's a couple of speakers that I'm actually really interested in hearing speak. But as far as topics, and this may be something that happens as, you know, you do something for longer, more of your life, and you've been doing what you're doing for longer, but...
AKA you're old.
There were only a few where I thought, oh man, I'm really looking forward to hearing more about this or learning more about this kind of stuff. Doesn't mean the other ones are bad. I mean, there is a ton of work that goes on to putting in these conferences. Actually, one of my friends is the one who works on, I mean, it clearly takes a team, but he's one of them that works on putting these together. It turns out that this conference is almost always right around the time of our wedding anniversary. And this year, it'll be 17 years.
Yay!
So hard to believe.
Of wedded bliss.
I do not feel like I'm old enough to have been married 17 years. I'm like, 17 years ago, I was in middle school. I don't know how that's possible. But I wasn't in middle school, and it is very possible. So that's going to be kind of fun. We'll celebrate our anniversary while we're up here. And, you know, downtown Traverse City is just kind of cool. And the weather's not going to be horrible. It's not going to be as nice as down in Grand Rapids. It's going to be mid-50s at the highest up in Traverse City. But it's still cool. I'm hoping to maybe get to...
It's still cool.
Yeah, literally. We've got our typical approach to doing this stuff. We've got
Fiji water
for Mandy. 1 liter of Diet Mountain Dew for me. We are on our way.
We're on the edge of our seats.
Try and get you the highlights of our visit up there. I will save you from having any footage from the continuing ed part because I prefer people not sleep through the vlog. But the other stuff, we'll try and catch some of that stuff.
All right, so Mike is off and he is heading to his conference or continuing legal ed or who knows what he's doing. And I am off to go to Macy's, so I'm gonna spend a little time shopping, see what treasures I can find. A little bit of freedom is good. You never have time to wander and to search when you have companions like small children and husbands in tow. So here we go, off to shopping, see what kind of fabulous treasures I can find.
done with day one. Learned a ton of stuff. Mind is completely mush at this point.
Got a lot of
and
free stuff.
Got to say hi to a bunch of friends I haven't seen in a little while because they're in other areas of the state.
And got a lot of free stuff.
And of course had to pick up little freebies for Mandy.
Oh.
And I like to say that they're presents for me, so it works out really well.
I got JP Morgan Chase water bottle, chocolate bar from Managed Rehabilitation Consultants Inc., Jelly Bellies from US Trust. Oh yeah. Snickers, it satisfies. Fabulous highlighter from Fifth Third. Woot woot. But the best of all is this pen from Comerica. It's a stylus, a flashlight, and a pen. I mean, what is that? What am I, MacGyver? And the room comes with a mini Palmolive soap. This is coming home with me.
Speaking of the room, I get to pick the type of room, but not its location or anything. And what ends up being super cool is check out
And it all fits in the bottle.
This view.
Oh, what a great day.
We like to watch shows like Hawaii Life or Island Life. Bargain Island Hunt or whatever that show is called. I feel like I'm in that show because, I mean, look at this view. Look at this view. That is amazing. So sitting down, relaxing for a little bit to let my brain recover. And then we are going out for anniversary dinner tonight. We will come back for that. Parallel parking. My car. Check this out. I'm pretty happy with that. There's a State Theater. We are just about to walk in for anniversary dinner, and the place we are going is right there.
From Asian Latin Taqueria.
Georgina's.
Georgina's.
We've eaten there every year for the past 3 years because a friend, actually, we had a meeting and they suggested that.
And it was delicious.
And it was absolutely amazing. So we will see on the inside. So the appetizer for the night is
Black bean avocado cakes. Cheers.
It's really good food and it's kind of fancy food. So you'd think that you don't get that much. Yeah. I got the chorizo con queso. And then we're splitting
Tacos and taquitos. Tacos and taquitos. Salmon tacos. And we're splitting that too. He's not that big of a pig.
It's good that our hotel room has a little kitchenette in it because a lot of this is going back there. And I've gotten this chorizo con queso for the past 3 years. It's amazing. And no visit to downtown Traverse City is complete without a visit to
Cherry Republic.
good old Cherry Republic.
In our fine apparel. I've got my beautiful dress on. Mike's got his, he forgot a tie, but dress shirt and dress pants on. First, everybody on the way to the party pulls over to the roadside park to fly your drone. We're also hanging out with some geese, and if we get thirsty, we can pump our own water. Geese, look at it.
We are now off to a council meeting dinner. Just had a little time there to fly the drone. When it's sunny out and you're in Grand Traverse Bay, you got to do it, and it's beautiful. The council dinner this year is at, what's it called?
Chateau something something.
Chateau Chantal.
Chateau Chantal. Chateau Chantal.
It sounds much fancier than I am. But I did bring my seersucker sport coat.
Ooh, fancy.
So hopefully I can fit in. Definitely fancier than me. So this is the place we're going. Wow, we just finished up. That was amazing. I will try to put at least one of the photos that we took. This place sits right up on top of a hill at the Old Mission Peninsula kind of a thing.
7-course meal.
A 7-course meal. A lot of things I've never had before, and it was really, really good.
Not a single course I wouldn't eat again. They were that good.
No.
They're pretty spot on.
Really good, and we're heading back to the hotel room now.
Yeah.
It is Monday. Made it through the weekend. Busy weekend, as you saw. Back from the continuing education conference that I was at for several days. The reason I'm chatting right now is not just to let you know we're going down to Sandy Pines, but to let you know that if you ever have questions about anything or comments or fun stories you want to share, please feel free to share them in the comments to the videos. We want these videos to become interactive. So far they haven't been. I don't think we've had anybody comment on the videos or ask questions or anything like that, and that's fine. We did have one question that was brought up to us offline, not on YouTube, but offline, and that was, you saw last week where I mentioned that I was getting Mandy's present from a top secret location, and I never mentioned what the Mother's Day present was for her. Maybe I did that on purpose, just to leave you hanging. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm trying to beg out questions and interaction with our YouTube channel. Who knows? However, I will answer that question. The gift that she got was a really nice cornhole set. And some will call it corn toss, cornhole, bago, you name it. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about. I'm sure they'll be on the vlog. I'm sure there will be cornhole games on the vlog. She has actually been asking about those for a while. I'm kind of, I think, dropping hints, to be quite honest with you. And the kids were all over it. I'm like, well, what do you want to get Mommy for Mother's Day? And they said, oh, we got to get her cornhole. We got to get her cornhole. So that's what she got for Mother's Day. It was large, so it had to be in the top secret undisclosed location. And we will make sure to get that on some future vlogs. But there is your answer. Today is Beth's recorder concert. I am just pulling into the school. She's very excited because she not only plays, but she has a speaking part. So I'm going to get on in there and we'll watch the concert.
Our second song is Gently Sweet. This lullaby is less common, so we really had to work on using the music notion for our first 2 notes. Since making the picture so hard, the rhythm is easy.
Today, it is the last day of music for Matthew. Next week is the last week of school. We are off to drop him off for the last day of music. Any thoughts on your last day of music?
Not really, other than it's also my last day of soccer practice.
And that wraps it up for another week on the Everyday Family Man vlog. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming with us on this week's journey. Make sure to hit the subscribe button down below so you don't miss next week, because this upcoming week is Memorial Day weekend. So I am sure it will be filled with lots of fun, probably a little bit of goofy. Anyway, if you liked the video, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up below, and we will see you next week.